What is up, mates? My name is Ragoline. Welcome to this podcast. And we are almost home, home. And by this, I mean that this podcast is published in the somewhere in the middle of May. So we are living in our home, but right now it's the end of April when I'm recording this one, and we are almost home. By this, interesting fact, by the way, this is one of the boxes that we didn't mean. That's why it's out there. Um, by home, you know, now we call house our house. It's more like townhouse, and so we call it our home because it's our land. It's the land that belongs to us. Well, officially it belongs to the bank, but I mean, a little bit less officially it belongs to me, and then it belongs to my wife, then it belongs to my son Felix. And yeah, what I wanted to say is that back in the day we called me and Nat, we called ourselves home of each other. Once she asks me what's my home, what I could call my home, I couldn't say this flat. Uh, I mean, the home of my parents where I lived for 25 years. I couldn't call that my home because, well, it's not my home. But at the end of the day, we started calling each other mm, basically home. So I felt like when my wife is, well, anywhere, I call her my home. My home is where she is. And now, finally, after so many, well, months, years, call it whatever you want. I mean, she's been my home for 5 years. And now we're moving to our own home, the house that we bought together. Well, we took a mortgage, right? How's that pronounced correctly? I think it's mortgage. So, yeah, we finally have our home where we will be living, raise our kids, and raise as human beings ourselves. Yeah, I guess something like that. That's brilliant. I don't know. In 6 days, we are moving to Kaliningrad finally. I mean, for the uh, last time, if it's correct to say, well, since we moved here for 4 months, I think it's correct to say that we are finally moving to Kaliningrad until the end of times. You know, if it makes any sense whatsoever. I mean, it's great. I don't know. That's the best thing since we bought, we actually bought that house, which was the best thing since Felix was born, and he was the best thing since we knew Nat is pregnant, which was the best thing since we moved. No, since we got married, which was the best thing since we moved to Kaliningrad for the very first time. Unbelievable. I don't know. In a week, we'll be living in our house in that cottage village. Uh, there will be so many problems, but we'll deal with them and we'll live happily ever after. Pretty much, this is what I see. That there are so many problems, but we'll deal with them like we always do. Always. It's just, I don't know, the best. The best I could feel. I feel a lot of stress, don't get me wrong. Um, Again, there are so many problems. Washing machine, drying machine, there are the remodeling troubles. There is a problem with paying for electricity, and I don't know, so many of those troubles, I guess. But like I said in the song of mine, um, it's been too hard. It's been too hard for me to tell how the problems we have met is pretty not the mm, how every problem we have met is pretty not the bloody bad, my dear. Basically, yeah. I don't know. I don't want this podcast to be huge, to be long. I think we're enough. I mean, everything's so good. We paid for everything. We bought every single thing we will need. Well, at least for the first, I don't know, months. But right now we just need to move there. That's it. When we move there, oh, it's brilliant. I don't know. I'm really happy. I'm happier than I was at any point in time before. I'm happy since I met my wife. I mean, not who eventually became my wife, but I'm almost becoming more and more happier since then. But before I met her, I was not happy. let's say that. And now I am finally. I mean, for 5 years already, but still, I finally am happy. She made all my life goals accomplished. It's wife, kids. Well, so far one, but that's enough if something happens or whatever. That's enough to make my goal accomplished. Then hours. Now the only thing that I need is career. I mean, I'm earning enough money, but still, it will be amazing if I earned even more. Let's say that. That's what I can do. We just need to wait until this happens. Um, really soon in September, maybe October, Nat will stop receiving money for Felix. And right now, it feels enough with what I earn to pay for mortgage, to pay for food, to pay for the oh, house, let's call it like the house, and all the things we need to pay for. But again, we want to finally, for example, travel abroad, perhaps. That's when it will feel right. But right now, we are only moving to our house, which is super great. I don't know. You perhaps can't even tell or something how much happy I am. I've never been this happy. However, yeah, I feel a lot of stress just because, you know, there are so many problems that we will deal with. But right now, since we haven't deal with them, I feel stressed. It's pretty obvious, I don't know. But again, it's fine. It's worth it, you know. And I need to call um the office that deals with paying for water, electricity, gas. No, gas, they don't take gas. Yeah, water and electricity. So I need to pay them, um, call them, and then I will pay them, and they will pay the, I don't, I don't know how this works, government, something. Um, so yeah, now I need to deal with things, these issues. I feel fine. I feel great, and happy, and this frost moon is gonna make me feel even better. Yeah, that's my own frost moon. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, maybe just listening to this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and maybe leave a comment down below. I would really, really appreciate that. Have a nice life.